My child, come close to me now. Sit with me for a moment just as you are, without trying to be stronger than you feel, without pretending that everything is fine. I see your tiredness. I see the weight you carry in the quiet places of your heart. And tonight, I want to speak to you in a way that reaches deeper than the noise around you, deeper than the memories that haunt you, deeper than the fears you've held onto for far too long. I want you to hear my voice, not as a distant echo, not as a cold command, but as a father speaking tenderly to his beloved child. So listen, my child, listen gently, and let your heart breathe again. You have walked through many seasons. You have known joy and laughter, and you have also known disappointment, heartbreak, and long nights when it felt like the world had forgotten you. You have carried burdens no one else truly understood, even when you tried to share them. You have endured losses that reshaped the way you see life. And even now, you sometimes look at the road ahead and wonder if there is still something meaningful waiting for you. Some purpose, some direction, some reason to keep going with strength and hope. And I am here to tell you, yes, there is. But before I place something new into your hands, before I speak to you about what I have been preparing for you, I must ask you a question, a gentle question, but a very important one. My child, can I trust you with this? Can I trust you with the blessing I desire to give you, the responsibility I long to place upon you, the doors I am ready to open before you? Can I trust you to walk with me, not only when life feels light and easy, but also when the path requires patience, faith, and surrender? Do not fear this question, for it is not a test meant to frighten you. It is an invitation into something deeper, something richer, something more meaningful than what you have known. For you see, my child, I have watched you. I have listened to you. I have seen the way your heart has softened, the way your tears have fallen, the way you have yearned for more of me even when you didn't have the words to say it. I have seen the way you have tried to stay strong for others, even when inside you felt fragile and worn. I have seen the nights you whispered prayers you weren't even sure I heard. And I want you to know this: I heard every prayer. I held every tear. I never looked away from you. Now, in this moment, I want to draw you closer and remind you of something you may have forgotten. You are still chosen, still valuable, still needed, still called. Your years have not passed me by. Your story is not finished. Your life is not behind you. The most important part of your journey may still be ahead. But for you to receive what I want to place in your hands, your heart must open again. Open to trust, open to surrender, open to letting go of the things that have quietly drained your strength without you even noticing. My child, you have allowed certain fears to wrap themselves around your heart like vines. Fear of failure, fear of disappointment, fear of losing control, fear that you are not strong enough or worthy enough or ready enough. But I am asking you now to let me gently untangle those fears. They were never meant to stay. They were never meant to define you. They were never meant to have the final word over your life. Only my voice has that authority, and I am speaking softly to you now. Do not be afraid. You are mine, and I am with you. You have also carried wounds, some fresh, some decades old, wounds from words spoken in anger, wounds from promises broken, wounds from moments when you needed love but received silence instead. These wounds have shaped the way you see yourself. They have shaped the way you see me. Some days you still wonder if you matter, if I truly notice you, if I truly care. And I tell you now, with all the tenderness of a father who has never left your side, yes, you matter. Yes, I notice you. Yes, I care more deeply than you can imagine. There were moments in your life when you thought I was far away, when prayers seemed unanswered, when battles felt lost. But if you could see how often I shielded you, how often I protected you, how often I carried you through storms you never even knew were coming, you would be filled with peace. Not once did I abandon you. Not once did I leave you to walk alone. Even now, even in this very moment, I am surrounding you with my presence, inviting you to trust me in a way you never have before. My child, what I am preparing for you is not small. It is not temporary. It is not meant to pass quickly like a fleeting breath. It is something with weight, something with purpose, something with eternal value. But before I can place it into your hands, I want to prepare your heart. I want to speak life into the parts of you that have grown weary. I want to restore the pieces of you that have felt broken. I want to strengthen the faith within you that has flickered under the winds of worry. Because what I am giving you, what I am trusting you with, comes with responsibility. It comes with meaning. It comes with my blessing. So hear me now, my child. I am not asking you if you are strong enough. I am not asking you if you are perfect enough. I am not asking you if you have everything figured out. I am simply asking you this: will you trust me? Will you let me guide you? Will you let me shape your heart, soften your thoughts, and lead your steps? Will you let me place into your life the very thing your spirit has been longing for, even if you didn't know how to name it? I am calling you into something deeper, something quieter, something holier. A place where your heart rests in me, where your worries lose their power, where your purpose becomes clear again. But I can only take you there if you take my hand. And so again, gently, lovingly, I ask you, my child, can I trust you with this? Let your heart answer me, for I am listening. And as you sit with this question, my child, I want to take you deeper into the quiet places of your own heart. For there are truths within you that you have buried, not because you wanted to hide them, but because life pushed you into seasons where survival felt more important than reflection. You have walked through valleys where you did not have the luxury of pausing, where you simply kept moving because stopping would have broken you. But now, in this moment, in this gentle stillness, I want to bring you into a reflection that heals rather than hurts, a reflection that lifts rather than burdens, a reflection that allows you to see your life not through the eyes of regret or fear, but through my eyes, eyes of mercy, wisdom, and everlasting love. You have lived long enough to know that life is not a straight line. There were days when joy came to you easily, like a warm breeze on a bright morning. There were days when laughter filled your home and everything felt possible. But there were also days when heaviness settled over you like a dark cloud, when the world felt colder, when the people you trusted disappointed you, when your own heart felt tired of hoping, and in those moments you wondered where I was. You wondered why certain things happened the way they did. You wondered why certain prayers seemed delayed, why certain blessings felt unreachable, why certain battles kept repeating. My child, I saw it all. I walked with you through every season, even when you didn't notice my footprints beside yours. When your heart was broken, mine ached with you. When you felt alone, I gathered angels around you. When you doubted yourself, I whispered strength into the silent places of your spirit. And when you thought you had fallen too far, I reached out my hand, not with condemnation but with compassion, because you have always been mine. Let us reflect together now, gently, slowly, with kindness. I want you to look at your life not through the lens of what went wrong, but through the lens of what I carried you through. Think of the moments when you had no idea how you would make it, yet somehow you did. Think of the doors that opened when you least expected them. Think of the people who came into your life right when you needed support. Think of the strength that rose within you during moments that should have broken you. These were not accidents. These were the quiet fingerprints of my presence. There were also times when I allowed certain disappointments, not to punish you, but to protect you. There were people I removed from your path because they would have wounded you deeper. There were opportunities I closed because they would have led you away from me. There were seasons of waiting, uncomfortable and long, because rushing would have stolen the blessing I had prepared for you. Every delay had purpose. Every struggle held wisdom. Every season shaped your heart into the vessel it is now, a heart that understands compassion, a heart that values truth, a heart that knows the weight of love. And even now, my child, you sometimes carry quiet questions, questions you don't speak aloud, questions you think I cannot see, questions like, why did I go through this? Why did I lose that? Why did things happen this way? And I want to tell you gently, every tear you have cried has watered the soil of your soul. Every hardship has carved deeper space within you for my presence. Every unanswered question has drawn you closer to my wisdom. You may not see the full picture yet, but one day every piece will fit with clarity, and you will say, God was with me all along. I want you to reflect on something else as well, how far your heart has come. There were times in your life when your faith was stronger than you realized. You prayed with conviction even when you felt weak. You forgave when you had every reason to hold on to anger. You showed kindness when no one else was watching. You gave when you had little. You stayed faithful when doubt tried to swallow you. My child, these moments mattered. They were not small. They built the foundation of the person you are today. Someone who seeks me, someone who listens for my voice, someone who desires to live in a way that honors me, even when the world grows darker. But there were also moments when pain left marks on your heart, moments when words hurt you more than anyone knew, when loneliness pressed against your chest, when you felt unseen, unheard, overlooked. These wounds shaped the way you think of yourself. Some of them made you doubt your own worth. Some made you question whether your presence mattered. Some made you silent when you should have spoken, or made you carry burdens alone because you feared burdening others. My child, hear me, I saw every wound. And I am not ashamed of your scars. They tell your story. They show your resilience. They show that even when life pushed you down, you stood back up, not by your strength alone, but because I lifted you. Your scars are not signs of weakness. They are signs that you survived what should have destroyed you. And now I am healing the parts of you that still feel broken, the parts of you that still carry old pain, the parts of you that learned to live quietly wounded. Come closer, my child, and reflect with me on the moments when you felt me, even if you didn't realize it at the time. Remember the sudden peace that washed over you when you should have been anxious. That was me. Remember the unexpected comfort in the middle of grief. That was me. Remember the strength you found when you were exhausted. That was me. Remember the small voice that whispered, "Keep going." That was me. I have always been closer than your breath, nearer than your heartbeat. And in this moment of reflection, I want you to realize something important. You are not who you used to be. The person you were years ago, decades ago, even months ago has grown. You have learned. You have changed. You have matured in spirit, in compassion, in understanding. Do not judge yourself by old chapters I have already closed. You are standing in a new place now, a sacred place, a place where I am preparing you for something greater than what you have lost, greater than what you have survived, greater than what you have dreamed. But to step into what I am preparing, you must reflect honestly. You must acknowledge the parts of your heart that still fear, the parts that still doubt, the parts that still hesitate to trust me fully. Not because you don't love me, but because life has made trust difficult. And that is why I am speaking to you gently, patiently, again and again, to remind you that trust is not built in a moment. It is built in the countless times I kept you safe, the countless times I guided you, the countless times I provided for you. I have never failed you, and I will not fail you now. So let your heart rest in this truth. Everything I allowed, everything I protected you from, everything you endured, has brought you to this moment. A moment where I can speak to you deeply, clearly, lovingly. A moment where your spirit is ready to receive what I want to entrust to you. A moment where reflection becomes preparation. And now, my child, as you breathe, as you listen, as you reflect, know this: you are not alone. You have never been alone. You are surrounded by my love, enveloped in my mercy, held in my eternal hands. And I am not finished with you yet, not even close. And now, my child, as your heart settles deeper into my presence, I want to speak words of encouragement to you, words that lift, words that strengthen, words that breathe hope back into the places where life has made you weary. You have carried so much for so long that sometimes you forget how strong you truly are. But I want you to know the strength inside you is not your own alone. It is mine, placed within you, sustained by my spirit, renewed every time you felt like giving up but chose to take one more step forward. You are stronger than you realize because I have walked every step beside you. There have been moments in your life when you looked at yourself and saw only weakness, moments when you felt too tired, too old, too broken, too far behind. But I do not see you as the world sees you, and I do not measure you by the standards you sometimes use to judge yourself. When I look at you, I see a soul of incredible worth, a heart that has endured, a spirit that has risen again and again from the ashes of disappointment. I see the courage it took for you to keep going when your hope was thin. I see the quiet faith you held onto when circumstances screamed otherwise. I see the way you showed love even when your own heart was hurting. My child, do you not understand how beautiful that is, how precious you are to me? You have wondered if your best years are behind you, if your purpose has passed, if your usefulness has faded. But hear me now, nothing I have planted in you has expired. Your purpose does not end because time has passed or because circumstances changed. Your calling does not fade because your body has grown older or because your season of life looks different. You are still here because you still have work to do. Holy work, meaningful work, work that only you can carry out. Every breath you take is proof that I am not finished with you. And I want to encourage you with this truth: you are capable of more than you think. Not because of your own strength, but because of mine. Not because of your own wisdom, but because I guide you. The things that overwhelm you do not overwhelm me. The challenges that intimidate you are nothing to my power. The uncertainties that trouble your heart are seen clearly from where I stand. When you feel small, remember that I am great. When you feel weak, remember that I am mighty. When you feel afraid, remember that I am your shelter, your refuge, your protector. You do not have to carry everything alone anymore. I never intended for you to. You have tried to shoulder burdens that were meant to be laid at my feet. You have tried to solve problems that were meant to be surrendered. You have tried to be strong in moments where I wanted you to lean on me instead. So now, let me encourage you. Release what you cannot control. Give me what is too heavy. Lay down what hurts you. I am not asking you to be perfect. I am asking you to trust me. You have walked through seasons where your confidence was shaken. People may have doubted you, overlooked you, or misunderstood you, but their opinion does not determine your value. Their rejection does not define your worth. Their silence does not erase your purpose. You are mine, and nothing can take that away. When the world is unkind, I am your comfort. When the path ahead is unclear, I am your light. When loneliness creeps into your spirit, I am your companion. Nothing, not age, not fear, not failure, not disappointment, can separate you from my love or from my plans for your life. I want you to breathe again, my child. Truly breathe. Let go of the heaviness pressing on your chest. Let go of the worries that tighten your heart. Let go of the fear that whispers lies into your mind. You are safe with me. You are seen by me. You are loved beyond measure. And I want you to walk forward with confidence, not in yourself, but in the one who holds the universe and yet still calls you precious. There is hope for you, more than you imagine. There are blessings ahead that you cannot yet see. There are answers to prayers that have not reached you yet, not because I denied them, but because I am preparing the perfect moment for them to arrive. There are breakthroughs forming in silence, behind the scenes, in ways you cannot comprehend. Trust the timing, my child. Trust the process. Trust that I know what I am doing. And let me encourage you about something else. See, the years you think you lost were not wasted. Not a single moment of your life was meaningless. Even the seasons you regret, even the chapters you wish you could rewrite, even the mistakes you think disqualified you, they are woven into a story of redemption, a story of grace, a story that shows my mercy triumphing over your weakness. I can use every part of your journey. Nothing is beyond my ability to transform. Do not compare yourself to others. You are not meant to walk their path. You are not meant to carry their responsibilities. You are not called to fulfill their role. You are uniquely crafted for a purpose that fits no one else. The world may not see the significance of your life, but heaven does. Your prayers shift things you do not see. Your kindness touches souls you never realized. Your perseverance inspires more than you know. You matter more deeply than your mind has allowed you to believe. Now listen closely, my child, because this encouragement is not just for today, it is for every day moving forward. When you wake up feeling weary, remember that I am your strength. When you face a problem you do not know how to solve, remember that I go before you. When you feel alone, remember that I am closer than the beating of your heart. When worry tries to rise within you, speak my name. When fear tries to take root, call on me. I will meet you wherever you are. You do not have to pretend with me. You do not have to hide your weakness, your doubts, or your struggles. I do not love the polished version of you. I love the real you, the hurting you, the hopeful you, the imperfect you, the seeking you. My child, you are enough for me. You always have been. And now, as you move into the next part of my message, I want you to carry this truth with you. You are not a burden to me. You are my beloved, my joy, my treasure. I am lifting you up even now. I am strengthening your spirit. I am renewing your hope. I am preparing you for what comes next. And as we continue, I will speak things that will guide your steps, protect your heart, and awaken the deeper purpose I have placed within you. But for now, let these words settle gently into your soul. You are safe, you are held, and you are loved more than you will ever understand. And now, my child, as you hold my encouragement close to your heart, I must speak to you with a gentle firmness, because love not only comforts, it also warns, protects, and guides. I speak to you now as a father who sees what you cannot see, who knows what lies ahead, and who desires to keep you safe from the things that seek to steal your peace, your purpose, and your closeness with me. This part of my message may feel weightier, but I speak it out of deep love for you, not anger, not disappointment, but love that wants to shield you from every trap, every sorrow, every unnecessary pain. My child, there are things in your life that you must release. Not because I want to take from you, but because they take from you. They drain your strength, cloud your mind, and make it harder for you to hear my voice. Some of these things you have carried for many years, so long that they feel familiar, almost comfortable, but familiarity does not mean they are good for your spirit. I have watched you hold on to worries long after the moment has passed. I have watched you revisit old memories that reopen wounds instead of healing them. I have watched you replay conversations that bring nothing but sadness. These things are weights, my child, and they keep you from walking freely in the purpose I have prepared for you. I want you to be free, truly free, free from guilt that I have already forgiven, free from fear that has no power over you when you stand in my presence, free from bitterness that has quietly rested beneath your heart, free from expectations that others placed on you long ago, expectations that never came from me, my child. Let go of what keeps you small. Let go of what steals your joy. Let go of what whispers lies into your mind. I cannot place new blessings in hands that are still clinging tightly to old burdens. And hear me gently when I say this: some of the struggles you face are not external. They are internal battles. Thoughts that rise at night, doubts that visit you in moments of quiet, fears that whisper lies about the future. These inner storms can be just as dangerous as physical dangers. They can steal peace, destroy confidence, and silence your spirit. But I am calling you to rise above them with my strength, not by ignoring them, but by confronting them with truth. And the truth is this: you are held, you are protected, and you are not meant to fight these battles alone. There is also a warning I must give you about the voices around you. In your life, there are voices that bring peace, wisdom, and encouragement. But there are also voices that bring confusion, fear, and discouragement. Some voices push you toward me, but others quietly pull you away. My child, you must learn to discern the difference. Not every voice deserves your attention. Not every opinion deserves a place in your heart. Not every influence is meant to guide you. When a voice leads you into fear instead of faith, distance yourself. When a voice shakes your confidence in me, silence it. When a voice leads you away from love, grace, or peace, do not follow it. I am your shepherd, and my sheep know my voice. Stay close to me, and I will guide you away from the dangers that seek to confuse your spirit. I also want to warn you gently about distractions, those subtle things that take time away from what truly matters. Some distractions look harmless. Some even appear good. But anything that occupies your heart more than I do becomes a stumbling block. Time spent worrying, time spent complaining, time spent comparing yourself to others. These are not the things I desire for you. I want you to use your time wisely, not anxiously. Time is precious, my child. You cannot go back and reclaim it once it passes. But you can choose today to invest your time into what brings life, peace, faith, and joy. And listen carefully now, because this is a deep warning wrapped in my love. Be careful of the bitterness that tries to return. Even after years, even after healing, bitterness can creep back through memories, through old hurts, through unexpected moments. But bitterness is poison to your spirit. It steals clarity, it clouds judgment, it hardens the heart. My child, when bitterness knocks, do not open the door. Bring it to me instead. I can cleanse what you cannot. I can heal what feels too deep. I can uproot what has taken hold quietly over time. Another danger I want to warn you about is the temptation to carry burdens that are not yours to carry. You have a loving heart, and because of that, you often take on worries for others. You try to fix what they break, solve what confuses them, or heal what wounds them. While your compassion is beautiful, it can become heavy when you carry too much. There are battles meant for me alone. There are hearts only I can change. There are situations only I can resolve. Your role is to pray, to love, to trust, not to take responsibility for what is beyond your power. Let me be God in the lives of those you care about. You were never meant to carry what belongs in my hands. My child, I warn you also about self-doubt. It seems small, but it is destructive. It whispers that you are not enough, that you cannot change, that you are too flawed to be used by me. These lies weaken your confidence and distract you from the purpose I have given you. But hear me clearly, I do not place my calling on the perfect. I place it on the willing. I do not choose you because you have everything figured out. I choose you because your heart belongs to me. Do not let the enemy convince you that your flaws disqualify you. Nothing can disqualify the one I call. And I must tell you this truth with the firmness of a father. There will be moments ahead when you must choose. Choose between fear and faith, between comfort and growth, between old habits and new discipline, between my voice and the noise of the world. The path I call you to is not always easy, but it is always safe. The world will offer shortcuts, distractions, temporary comforts. But I offer life, purpose, and eternal peace. You cannot walk both paths. Choose me, my child. Choose the path that leads to peace even when it requires courage. Yet even in my warnings, I want you to feel my love. I do not warn you to scare you. I warn you to protect you. I do not correct you to condemn you. I correct you to guide you. I do not challenge you to overwhelm you. I challenge you because I know what you are capable of with my strength. Everything I speak to you now is because I want you to flourish, to grow, to rise into the fullness of the person I created you to be. And now, as I prepare your heart for the final part of this message, hold on to this truth. I warn because I love. I guide because I care. I protect because you are precious to me, more precious than you have ever known. And now, my child, as you arrive in this final part of my message, I want you to breathe slowly. For what I am about to tell you is meant to settle deep into the quietest place of your soul. You have listened, you have received. And now I want you to understand how all of these words come together to guide you into a life of steadiness, hope, and holy courage. You may think that your life is ordinary, that your days are small, that your strength is limited. But heaven sees you differently. When I look upon you, I see someone who has walked through storms and still chooses to rise. I see someone who has wept yet still longs for me. I see someone who feels tired yet still reaches out for faith. That alone makes you precious to me, for it tells me that even in your weakness, you are choosing to trust. So let me tell you this now. Nothing in your life is wasted when you place it in my hands. The years you wish you could rewrite, the moments you regret, the burdens you wish you had never carried. I use all of them. You look at your life and you see broken pieces. I look at it and see pieces ready to be shaped into something beautiful if you will simply allow me to work. You don't need to be strong for me, you only need to be willing. You don't need to be perfect for me, you only need to be open. You don't need to understand everything, you only need to let me guide the steps you take today. I am not asking you to fix your entire life. I am asking you to offer me this moment, this hour, this day, so I may show you the gentle path forward. Perhaps you fear the future. Many of my children do. But remember this, the future does not arrive all at once. It comes one sunrise at a time. And every sunrise is wrapped in my mercy, my protection, and my promise to walk with you. Stop looking ahead with dread, look ahead with me. Tell me your worries. Tell me your fears. Tell me when you feel uncertain or overwhelmed. Nothing you say will ever push me away. I am the safest place for your heart. I am the one who listens without judgment, the one who loves without condition, the one who knows your thoughts long before you speak them. Even the thoughts you are ashamed of. Yes, even those do not scare me. I know all things, and yet I love you still, completely, endlessly, faithfully. And I want you to understand something else. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not failing. You are exactly where you need to be for me to work in your life. You often compare yourself to others, to their progress, their blessings, their victories, and in doing so you forget that I have written a unique story for you, one that will not look like anyone else's. Their pace is not your pace. Their calling is not your calling. Their path is not your path. Stop measuring yourself by what others have or what others have achieved. Walk with me at the pace I set for you. I am not rushing you. I am not pushing you. I am shaping you gently, carefully, lovingly. My child, do you know that even now, in this very moment, I am holding parts of your life together that you don't realize are being protected? Do you know that I have saved you from dangers you never saw, from wounds you never felt, from traps you never encountered? I do more for you than you know, but I do not reveal all that I protect you from, because I want your heart to rest in trust, not fear. And I promise you, as long as you walk with me, you never walk alone. Not in your struggles, not in your grief, not in your doubts, not in your loneliness. My presence surrounds you more deeply than the air you breathe. Even when you do not feel me, I am there. Even when you cannot hear me, I am speaking gently to your heart. Even when you think I am silent, I am working in ways that will one day make you say, Lord, you were there all along. I want you to know this, too. I have not forgotten the prayers you prayed in tears. I have not ignored the sighs of your heart. I remember every request you whispered in the dark, every yearning you buried inside yourself, every longing you were too afraid to speak aloud. Nothing escapes my attention. Some answers take time, not because I am withholding from you, but because I am preparing you. I refuse to give you something too soon if receiving it early would harm your spirit or overwhelm your steps. I love you too much to let blessings arrive before you are ready to carry them. Trust my timing, for it is perfect even when it feels slow. Trust my decisions, for they are wise even when they seem confusing. Trust my heart, for it is always for you, never against you. And listen carefully, my beloved child, do not be afraid of growing older. Aging is not a loss of value, it is a deepening of grace. The world may convince you that youth is everything, but heaven sees wisdom as the crown upon your head. Every wrinkle tells a story of survival. Every gray hair bears witness to battles fought and victories won. Every year of your life is proof that my hand has carried you through more than you even remember. Do not mourn the passing of time, give thanks for it. You have lived, you have learned, you have endured. And I am still not finished with you. As long as you have breath, you have purpose. As long as your heart beats, you have a mission. As long as your eyes open in the morning, you have a reason to rise. Because I still have more to give you, more to teach you, more to reveal through you. You are a vessel of my light even when you feel dim. You are a carrier of my love even when you feel empty. You are a witness to my faithfulness even when you feel uncertain. Never underestimate how your smallest acts of kindness touch someone's life. Never underestimate how your quiet prayers shift things in the spiritual world. Never underestimate how your simple faith inspires those around you. You may think you are unnoticed, but heaven watches you. You may think you are insignificant, but heaven celebrates you. You may think your days are simple, but heaven uses them in ways you cannot imagine. So, my child, as you continue forward, I place these final words upon your heart. Do not fear. Do not doubt. Do not give up. You are mine. And because you are mine, you are held. You are guided. You are protected. You are loved deeply, fully, eternally. Stay close to me. Stay open to me. Stay trusting in me. I am leading you to a life that will fill your soul with peace unlike anything this world can offer. Walk with me, and you will understand that the best chapters of your story have not yet been written. Let me write them with you. Let me show you what I have prepared. Let me guide you into the future with a heart full of peace, a mind full of clarity, and a spirit full of strength. For I am with you, now, tomorrow, and forever.